what's happening with our stream, folks. Carry on. Let's see. Okay. I think we're on. All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Uchenna Kole-James, pharmacist and founder of Phun on the Pharm. Thank you for joining me today for Phun, Pharm Fridays. Yes, it is Friday. How was your week this week? My week was great. My day was awesome. But before I start my Phun Pharm Friday sessions, let's do some breath scaling. So if you have not seen any of my YouTube videos or know what breath scaling is a way to use deep breaths in, inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your mouth, and getting more energy, more oxygen going to your brain so you have more energy. So I'm going to show you what this is. And whenever you're like around that 2 o'clock hour where you're just slumped and you need another caramel macchiato, another shot of espresso, breath scaling is a great way for you to get more energy. So let's go. I'm going to stand back so you can see from my head to about my waist. And I'm just going to rock. I'm going to rock from side to side, and I'm going to take deep breaths in and deep breaths out while I rock. And then I'm going to bounce on my toes for a little bit, take some more deep breaths, and you are going to feel amazing after this. We're going to do this for about 1 minute, and then we're going to get on to our Phun Pharm Friday episode. Brendan Bouchard taught me this technique, and it is awesome. Thank you, Brendan. Let's go. So I'm going to go from side so you can see me rock. So first we're going to go slow. Deep breaths to the in through the nose, out through the mouth. We're going to go slow, and then we're going to start picking up the pace, okay? Bounce around a little bit, shake a little tail feather, shake our shoulders, get loose, and now we're ready to go. So I like to do breath scaling every day. I usually do it 1 time a day, but if there's times that you might have to do a presentation, you have a speech, you got to get on video, or you just want to get some more energy, breath scaling is a great way to command that energy into your body. Don't you feel great? I feel great. If you did the breath scaling and you feel really good, leave a comment on my Facebook page or my YouTube channel. We are streaming live today on Facebook and YouTube simultaneously using this software, Wirecast. And what this allows me to do is stream to both places, so I can have a presence on Facebook and also YouTube and also an MP4. So it's awesome. If you haven't heard about the software Wirecast, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not done that. We have some awesome videos, like how to breath scale, how to use a neti pot, all that good stuff. Dr. Uchenna Kole-James, Fun on the Farm. It's Fun Farm Fridays, woohoo! So, if you don't know about me, I went to pharmacy school 10 years ago. I have been a pharmacist working in retail for over 10 years, filling 100 to 1,000 prescriptions sometimes each and every day. And throughout my time in retail, I have learned so much from my patients, and I've compiled so many questions, so much strategy, so much information that I learned from them. And that's why I decided, let's do this every Friday. If they had those questions, I'm sure some of you guys have the same questions. So whenever you have a question as far as Fun Farm Fridays, you can always send me an email. All that's on my Facebook page, or just leave me a comment. It's best to do it ahead of time so we can talk about it during our sessions. But if I don't get to your question during our sessions every Friday, then come next Friday. I'm here every Friday. Send me an email and leave your questions. Please subscribe, like my page, love it, appreciate it. So today I had a fabulous day. So my mom and I went to a trading seminar today. And what that is my mom and I, we are learning how to trade stock, or for more specific, trade options. And the reason why we felt that this was so important to take place and take part of right now in our lives is because for both of us, and especially me, my mom, she's, almost on her, she's retired, and she's looking at all her wealth that she's accumulated through all her years of working. And she's like, what am I going to do with this? And me, I've been working in the retail pharmacy setting, accumulating my wealth in my 401k. And if you have noticed, if you're living under a rock or something, do you see this stock market? This stock market has skyrocketed. More like numbers that we haven't even seen before. And I'm like excited about it. When I look at my statement, I'm like, yeah! And I get super excited, but I'm just like, I got a lot of money in here, but what goes up must come down. And so I'm just like, how do I protect myself from the risk of what's inevitable? And that's what the session that we went to today. It's more so of what skill can I develop, or what skill can I learn as far as trading the stocks that I already own, or trading, just being a trader, learning how to manipulate currency so I can protect against my losses. My husband has been trading forever. He does the foreign exchange, and he's always getting us like, you better watch out, you better see what's going on, because we never know, right? And if you look at the stock market trend, it goes up and it comes down every 8 years, right? It seems to have come down. We had a stock market crash in 2000, another one in 2008. And if you must be living in a bubble or something if you didn't see or feel that crash from 2008. There was also a crash in 2016 that wasn't as big as the ones in 2000 and 2008, but 2016 the market did crash a little bit, and it was hedged, or prevented. A lot of that crash was prevented from our interest rates. And I am not a trader. That's just some of the information I learned today that I wanted to share with you. So my thing is, I'm worried. I'm like, what do I do with this wealth that I've been able to accumulate, so I don't feel that loss, feel that blow that many of us, especially my parents, might have felt in 2008. Yeah, the market has bounced back to levels that we've never seen before, but how do we protect ourselves against that risk? And I'm not a trader. I'm a pharmacist, so I'm gonna stick to my core competency, okay? So that comes to my first takeaway. My first takeaway is, I'm sorry, I didn't know this was still on my screen. You guys, hope you got my website, www.funonthefarm.com and www.friendonthefarm.com. I'm speaking into my camera. I got for Christmas a DSLR camera, Canon 77D, and I'm using this to stream. So I have a capture card to stream to my laptop. And so I'm able to put these lower thirds and all these handy dandy sayings, which comes to our first takeaway. Our first takeaway that I want to share with you is to master something. Master a skill that you can either make money off of or teach others how to make money. And the importance of that is to prevent against loss, or to be prepared, right? Chance favors the prepared mind. And when you're able to master those skills that you can either make money off of or share with someone else and teach someone, you're doing your due diligence as a citizen, right? We all have a reason why we were placed on the earth. If you don't know what your reason is yet, that is your job. Your job is to find that. If you don't have that skill that you've mastered, your job is to find that. And that's what I had to do. So, about me, I've already explained to you a little bit how I went to pharmacy school, University of Michigan, woohoo, go blue, best pharmacy school in the nation, to get a doctorate of pharmacy. And while working in retail, I was able to master those skills that allow me to coach people, or take people from an unhealthy lifestyle to a healthy lifestyle. And that's my mission. My mission is to empower you to improve your health through both lifestyle changes and medication management. And that's my fundamental belief. My fundamental belief is that the best patient is an informed and educated patient. All people are patients, right? We're all gonna need some type of care one time or another in our lives. So we should become educated about our care, be educated patients, because when we go into an establishment, you come to a pharmacy, and if you didn't see my YouTube session, my live session last week, make sure you check that out. That's on my Facebook page. That was 2 weeks ago. My part went out last week, so I couldn't do the Fun Pharm Fridays. But 2 weeks ago, I talked about just the experience as how people, when they come into the pharmacy, the experience from when they come to drop off, the production, the verification, which is me, and the pickup. So if you did not check out that video, make sure you check that out. So I've been able to master the skill of helping people with unhealthy habits or unhealthy practices, or just maybe people who maybe had a certain diagnosis of hypertension and diabetes or high cholesterol, and manage their health condition. So they're just either managing it or getting better, right? I help people slow the progression of their health condition. And so with this knowledge that I've been able to acquire, I wrote a book. I wrote a book called The 5S Habits to Start Today That'll Keep Your Ticker Ticking. So let me just show you a screenshot of the cover. That's my book, The 5S Habits to Start Today That'll Keep Your Ticker Ticking. So here's my book. It's live and in the flesh. So this book is a complete educational workbook. Not only do I talk about the different habits that you can incorporate in your life for your health, I also give you questions. And the reason why this is important, because it helps you use tools that I've shared with you to have a better life, right? To feel better, to have more energy, to live longer. I mean, our energy is everything, right? I've been preaching that. Your energy is everything. If we don't get enough exercise or get enough sleep, how are we going to have energy to perform, to get more sex, to play with our kids, to go to work, to just be living our best life, right? Being a good spouse, being a good mother, good father, a good daughter, whatever it may be, we all need energy. So incorporating these habits into your life today will help you get more energy. Ding, ding, ding. I'm giving away my book for free. I was just like, I could sell this book, and I have sold the book. I have a lot of people, thank you guys for supporting me. Appreciate it. That's why I can do these Fun Pharm Fridays. But I just felt that there's a lot of people that need this information that don't have access to it. So I'm going to get it away for free. If you click on the link below this video, put your name and email, and I'll email you the ebook for free. Thank you, Uchenna. You're the bomb, I know. Thanks. But the reason why I'm talking about this is because it's important to establish these healthy habits into our life. And that's our second takeaway, my friends. So the first takeaway is master skills. Master skills that you need to either make money or to help teach. Now, if you guys can't see that, check it out. Okay, so our second takeaway is habits. What healthy habits have you incorporated in your life? Now, what is a habit? A habit, and Charles Duhigg wrote a book, Power of Habit. That's a great book. So a habit, basically, so there's a three-part habit loop. You have your cue, which is the stimulus, what is causing you to do something. You have the routine, which is the actual habit, and then the reward, how that action makes you feel. So it's important to have some healthy habits, and not all habits are healthy, and not all habits that make you feel good are good habits. So for an example, let's say you come home from work every day, and when you come home, your cue is to exercise. That's the time that you exercise. So you're coming home from work, that's basically your cue. Your exercise is the action, and the reward that the exercise makes you feel, how it makes you feel, whether it's good, tired, weight, makes you lose weight, that is the reward. So it's a three-part habit loop. And I'll put that on the screen one more time so you can see. It's a three-part habit loop. Okay? So, what healthy habits have you incorporated in your life for the health of your heart? And the reason why I'm talking about this, because heart disease is still the leading cause of death in men and women in the United States. 1 in 4 people die from heart disease. So if it doesn't affect you, it might affect somebody that's dear to you. And that's why we're all alive, right? We're not doing everything for ourselves. We don't do everything for ourselves. And I want to show you another text. Your identity has to be tied to your health successes, in addition to other people are relying on you on your health successes. So yes, you may not have heart disease, but someone dear to you may have heart disease. So what healthy habits have you incorporated in your life for the health of your heart? So I want to talk about one of the habits in my book. There's 5 habits. That's why it's called the 5S habits. So one of the habits I want to talk about is decreasing the stress in your life. Just being stressed out has so many negative implications, or it causes so many negative things to occur in our bodies. So when you're stressed, it increases the cortisol levels in your body. And cortisol is like, oh gosh, that's like the worst hormone ever, because it causes us to be tired. It causes us to gain weight. It causes us to elevated levels of cortisol in our bodies hurts our heart. It has an adverse effect on our heart. And that's why it's important to deal with the stress in our lives, because we want to make sure we keep those cortisol levels down. That's like, cortisol is like that fight or flight hormone, right? That's the flight hormone. And so like when we're scared or, stranger danger, we have to get away, that's when we have the cortisol levels go up, because that's a time of stress, right? So when we have that cortisol levels that are elevated, prolonged elevation of cortisol, it causes damage on our hearts, causes damage onto our bodies, including weight gain. So we want to find ways to decrease the stress in our lives. And so I have lots of helpful tools in my book that you can download for free and just learn about that. And it's important. And that brings me to my third takeaway. My third takeaway Change before you have to. Are you going to wait till you have heart disease? Are you going to wait till you have high blood pressure? Are you going to wait till that market passes you on by until your 401k starts plummeting to react? Or are you going to change now before that happens? And so that's the reason why I use that as my third takeaway. Change before you have to. Because when you have to, sometimes it's too late. It's too late to recover from all that loss that we've already had to experience. And another way that you can decrease the stress in your life, because stress not only causes the cortisol levels to go up, weight gain, and just so much damage to the body, stress also causes medication non-adherence. And that's my specialty. I help small businesses, caretakers of seniors, my clients that I still help in the pharmacy. I help them keep thousands of dollars into their pocket just based upon decreasing their medication use, increasing the medications that they're supposed to be using, so being adherent on their medication regimen, in addition to incorporating a healthy lifestyle. And so that's what they hire me for. I have a service called the RX Power Hour. Boom, that's me. So if you're interested, or if you have stress in your life and you're interested in finding ways to decrease the stress in your life, schedule your RX Power Hour. And the reason why I'm telling you about this, because this type of service helps to decrease the stress in your life. So what the RX Power Hour is, basically, it's a 1 hour service that I sit down with you. I go through your medication regimen, checking for drug interactions, making sure that there's no adverse events that's occurring in your body, and there's no medications interacting with each other. And this is important, especially for our seniors who's taking so many medications. If you're taking over 8 medications, or if you have a family member, loved one who's taking over 8 medications, the RX Power Hour is for you. Go on my website, schedule a 10-minute free consultation, and we'll just go through and I can explain it to you more, okay? But the RX, basically, we create a personal medication record for you, so you have a record whenever you go to your doctor's office. This is a portable record of all your medications, the complete list of everything you're taking. We also come up with an action plan called a medication action plan that will help you reach your health goals. And I had a patient not too long ago, JT. Hey JT, oh, let's see who's joined us. Hey John Brown, how you doing? Hey Veronica. Hey Emmanuel, how's it going? What's up? Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you. So I had a patient, JT, who his fasting sugars were always 200 plus. And as we all should know, our fasting sugars, like when we first wake up, because when you're sleeping, you're not eating. You better not be eating in the middle of the night because you're going to be big as a house. But like we have our fasting sugars of when we first wake up, so we're fasting, right? And his fasting sugars were over 200. Our fasting sugars need to be less than 100, right? It's supposed to be 80 to 100, depending on what we have going on, but it should be less than 100. His fasting sugars are always over 100. So this prolonged high sugar levels in his body, of course, is going to cause damage to your body, because that's not what's normal for your body, right? I want to make sure my stream is going on. Let me know if you guys can't hear me anymore. It should still be going on. So over time, if you have high sugar, this affects your eyes. And that's why a lot of people with prolonged high sugar, they become blind. It hurts your kidneys. It can hurt your nerves to the point where you don't have circulation. Your circulation is not as good as it should be. And that's why you could get amputations. So JT and I signed him up for my medication education training program, and we worked together. We worked together for 3 months. We performed the RX Power Hour with him before when we first started the program, and he went through my training. And at the end of the training program, JT's sugars, when he checked his sugars first thing in his morning, his fasting sugars, his sugars were less than 100. just from checking his sugars, eating healthy, and just preparing himself for what he needed to do before it was too late. Because he was headed down the wrong path. And if you guys ever need to, you know, the RX Power, make sure you click on my website. And it's not for everyone. This is not for you if you're taking one medication or you're 100% healthy and you need to worry about that. It's not for you. God bless you. That's great. God bless everyone. But this type of service is for you if you need that extra care. So if you're taking lots of medications or you may not understand your medication regimen, that's what this service is for you. RX Power. Okay, let's see who has some questions. I'm gonna take some questions. Hey Chi-Chi. Hey Afani. Hey you guys, thanks for joining me. Appreciate you. Thanks, Spam. Okay. So let's see. Miranda. Hi Miranda. Has a question. Okay, where is your book and how can I get it? So, Miranda, if you click on the link below this video, you can put your name and email and you could just download the book. If you want a hard copy, you get that too. You got to go to my website, www.funonthepharm.com, and you have to pay the shipping and handling fee, and I can mail you the book. That's fine, but it's free. The ebook is free, and you can always have an electronic copy of that if you want to. Great question. Thank you. Let's see. Any more questions? Okay. I don't see any more questions right now, so I'm going to keep it rolling. Okay. So, how many people want to just be healthier, want to feel healthier, and have more energy? If that is you, you need to get my book. You have a free copy. Just put your name and email, download my book for free. And if you have any questions, I will be here with you every single Friday. Usually around 9 o'clock if I have power, and I plan on having power because look at all these lights, right? That's why I'm blinging, because I have all these lights. If I don't have power, I can't, the internet doesn't work. I can't stream. I can't have my lights. So I want to make sure we keep this going. And if you are not a friend on the farm yet, if you have not subscribed to my blog is called Focus on the Farm. You got to be a friend on the farm to get that. Check out my website, www.funonthepharm.com. Let's run over the takeaways one more time. First takeaway: master a skill. Master something for you to make money off of, or for you to teach somebody else. That's the first takeaway. Second takeaway: it's important to establish some healthy habits, and not all habits are healthy. And you know if the habit that you're doing day after day after day is unhealthy or not. What healthy habits have you established for the health of your heart? If you're interested, get my book. I got 5 of them for you right there. Actually, I got 6. The 5th habit is a 3-part habit. It talks about smoking and supplementation and all that good stuff. So check that out. And the 3rd habit today that we just talked about is change before you have to. All right, my friends on the farm, thank you for joining me for Fun Farm Fridays. I will see you next Friday, same time, same place. Bye-bye.